So hello everyone. So I finally got selected for SP role L1 at Infosys. This was a really a happy moment for me because I have secured this at the end of my third year, and to say only two people got selected for this role L1, and the DSC were given. So yeah, I feel very happy for this. And today I will be sharing you my whole process as well as how I prepared, and if you're for targeting for these roles, how you should go through. So let's get started. So starting with of what is a specialist programmer. So basically, Infosys via this hack with Infi, or you could say off campus also, you could see there are different programs, like different roles which were given for the freshers. That is the digital specialist engineer DSC role, or the specialist programmer, which contains of three levels. And from this year itself, the packages have been improved, because if you compare from previous years, they were a bit lower, and this time they have increased these packages. And you could see, for example, here the digital specialist DSC program is given a 7 LPA with 75,000 of joining bonus, and the specialist programmer L1 is given a 11 LPA, where the 10 LPA is the actual package, where and 1 lakh is the joining bonus. And talking about the specialist L2, it's 16 LPA, and L3 is 21 LPA, right? So basically, in this way the roles gonna flow, and this is eligible to all the students who are enrolled in BTech, BE, or MTech, MS, MCA, or dual degree programs as well. So basically, this was happened for in two rounds, and the final round was the interview mode. Also, they was said that the top 100 scorers would get into hackathon also, but unfortunately we couldn't. So this is all about the roles, and how were the rounds were there, right? So yeah, as you know, this is how the flow was. First, I went through on-campus hack with Infi program. So uh, the registration started around February, and the round one and the round two were conducted in end of March, and at the end of April. And the interview was given a 1 month preparation for us, and it was announced for 24th of May. So all are like 1 month gap, and in the time interval of 1 month, one by one, the rounds were happening, as well as the interview process as well. Then, talking about the rounds, so the first round was conducted as an online round. From we can take it from the home itself or the hostel. So it was basically on three questions: easy, medium, and hard, where you could see we have seen a bit of difficulty as well. For example, the first question was around some power modular thing, and the second two questions were on 1D and 2D DP. So, um, so what I would say is, all you should clear all the questions, because why I'm saying like this, from my perspective, when I have seen overall selected, they have solved all the questions, as well as there was like you should solve more fastly as well, because I also seen some students who have did all the questions, but due to, I think, due to their late submissions or like that, they were not able to select it for the first round also. So be careful and try to focus on more on DP, because it was more given on the DP questions. So like that, it was around 3 hours of test, and after that we were given our results, and in the next month we were given round 2, where the round 2 was connected in online mode, where we have to go to another university, right? So we were given Nirma University to go through, and we have taken the test. So it was the similar pattern and the same software has been used. Okay, so but in this case we have four questions, and the time was same 3 hours, where the question structure was easy, medium, hard, and complex. But my suggestion is try to look at every question, because in my case I found the complex question as something which I have learned, and totally solved it. So talking about round two, if you're aiming for DSC roles, then you should at least solve one plus question. So in our on-campus case, people who at least solved one plus and other questions partially, they were selected for DSC. And for SP roles, you need to solve at least 2.5 plus questions. That is at least two full, and remaining to at least uh, half like that, right? So basically there was no negative marking at all, so you try to attempt all the questions, because the partial marking is there for the passed test cases. So first my suggestion is try to go for brute force as well. Then if the time allows, then try to optimize it. So because it would easily fetch you greater marks, okay, rather than wasting your time. So regarding the practice, uh, I would suggest you Striver SDA Shield, and for the Infosys OA rounds, I would heavily focus you on practicing the DP questions and its variations. So yeah, now talking about the what are the questions in the round two. The first question was very easy. It was given in conditional based question. The medium hard, I felt a bit stuck. They felt a bit of greedy questions. But due to I was not able to find the solution, I tried to brute force them and almost answered some test cases. And talking about the complex question, it was a DP on stocks question, like the similar pattern where we were given a two grids, and you have to start traversing from the left top to the bottom right, where you could um shift the grids at the same positions, and and you have to complete it with the minimum cost, right? So basically changing the grid has some cost, or moving down or moving right has some cost. So this is what the fourth question was. And due to I have practiced this pattern, I quickly realized and did this question. So yeah, that's all about this thing, like these OA rounds. Focus more on your DP questions and practice more on the time-based things, and try to solve. Try to first put on your brute force solutions first. Okay, and now getting on to the interview. So the interview was conducted in the May 24th, right? So 1 month preparation was given, as well as in the round two, like after round two we were having our NSEM examinations. We are already exhausted, and due to our 1 month of gap, it's very good for me that I got some time to prepare. So if I want to say how I prepare for interview, so I focused more on core CS, right? The OOPS, DBMS, computer networks, and so on. For Infosys, I would say focus more on DBMS and OOPS, because these were mainly focused. Computer networks, not that much. So keep it aside or at the last time. And since I am in my SP role, it was must I need to know about some basic concepts regarding system design, as well as I also need to prepare a bit of DSA also. So if you're selected for a DSE, then I would suggest you um, to focus more on your CS score, your communication skills, and your projects. That would be sufficient. But if you're focusing on SP role, like if you got the interview for it, then I would request you to focus more on system design and some uh, famous DSA questions like medium questions. I will discuss them further. What were the questions were asked, and your projects and communication skills as well. Okay, so talking about how the process has been gone through. So we were given a different center right now, where we were attended the started at like 9 a.m. like that, and after coming only we were seated and we were given a pen paper and they were told to write down the optimal solutions for these questions. For example, in our case, we were given two DSA medium questions and 45 minutes were given to us. So the questions were sort colors and top K frequent elements. Sort colors was something like 0, 1, 2 numbers were given in an array. So you need to try to sort them, but not the regular function, inbuilt function or any sorting algorithm. There was a famous algorithm, Dutch flag algorithm. So you need to implement. They were expecting such a solution as well as top frequent element k elements. So for this, I was able to do with tree set, so tree maps, right? So that was the thing. And after completing these questions, you were asked like they called you for interview one on one, and they were asking about your approach. How did you did this? Some were even asked about to dry run on pen paper again, for examples, and they was asking why did you use this one? Why not another thing? What optimal approaches you could think like that. And after completing this they were given SQL questions also for all. So after completing your DSA question, like on in front of him itself, he has given you SQL question, right? So for me they have given a SQL subquery question which is related to take the top case salaries from different departments, right? So from different departments, and we should not use any limits or limit thing, right? So there was something like dense ranks or subquery things. These are the some of the Infosys uh, similar questions they ask in interview. So be prepared with that thing. So yeah, what I'm saying is these were for uh, SP role. For DSC role, I have listened them. They were directly called upon interview and was asked about their core CS as well as their projects and a slight communication skills. That's it. So there was no DSA or SQL things, but in SP role, I would heavily focus you to know about at least try to practice some medium famous DSA questions and try to learn about how to explain dry run the things in front of him, and also try to know about SQL because it's really important in the round two also. Like in the interview also, in the phase one was the DSA, phase two was the interview, and phase three was another HR interview. So in the both the interviews, I faced SQL writing SQL queries. So be prepared with that thing, and don't worry. They were you could find in internet like they were similar questions itself where they were given. So that was it. And regarding phase two interview, I was also focused more on the DBMS and OOPS questions. For example, how do you protect a class like a static private related things and final keywords. So basically, the since I'm from Java, I was asked from the basic OOPS concepts. Also, yeah, also prepare a bit of solid principles, like uh, try to know the things, because I was asked about a list of substitution thing, so which I was not able to answer. Regarding from that, I was asked simple OS questions, remaining deadlock or on demand paging and so on, right? So this was the phase two, and in the phase three, I was asked more on project related as well as system design, right? So this is also about SP things only. For DSC, these all are not required. So in the phase three interview round, we were asked to write an SQL question also as well, which was relatively easier, just on a dense rank. Like it was, there was directly said that to take the top case salaries, a table was given for us. They told us to write in pen paper. A few minutes were given to us. Then after they were trying, we need to explain why we wrote and um how it's working also. And after that, I was questioned about system design. This is where I would request for SP members to study more, because I was a bit um, not that confident in this part. So basically, I was asked about rate limiting algorithms, what is load balancer, consistent hashing, and scenario based question was given, where an offline website was there, and they asked me how would you try to design um, to save auto save the thing even when offline, right? So I was not able to answer this one. And other things were, since I also know Python, because I use it in my full stack projects. So they ask Python related language specific questions. For example, GIN generators, multi-threading, and these are the like basic questions they would ask. So be also prepared with your specified language. For example, if you are in JavaScript, so know a bit of generally asked questions, right? And regarding this, I was also questioned about my project. Okay, so your whatever your first project you mentioned at the top would be definitely be asked. Don't expect that I don't know the first one, the second one is something I know better. So try to uh, put them in correct order, so that the first project they were choosing is something very you know everything about it, something like its architecture and so on. So for in my case, it's AI chat application. So I was asked how you use LangGraph, what are states, and so what I did is, in order to grab their attention also, I told I would explain it on pen and paper. I draw the like a brief architecture explaining how the things were flowed. So from the user, from the backend, how the rack thing is also working on. So this is what the third phase was. So that's it. Each round, like each this interview round lasted for 20 to 30 minutes itself, and that's it. After this, our interviews were completed. So my interview completed somewhere around 2 p.m. and so on. Okay, so talking about my mistakes that you should not go through was my last preparation of core CS fundamentals was a bit lackey, because after getting selected for like shortlisted for second round, shortlisted for interview, I was given like 1 month, right? So in that period itself, I was trying to revise these core concepts very hard, so which made me difficult to cope up with huge things. to remember or to revise, because there are also a lot of other things. So what I would request is to always try to focus on your give some time on these CS core fundamentals every day. Try to read those things, and because this is something, if you trying to do at the last minute, you might try to suffer, because and try to practice different kinds of questions that could come from this. The second thing is, don't do project refinements at the last minute, because I was underestimating my current projects, and I tried to improving them by adding some features or making it complex and complete, so that it may look efficient. But I would recommend you keep it good, clean thing. That's it. If you're not having any projects, I would say try to um, implement basic projects also, or you might have implemented some or contributed in your academic course projects, right? You could also keep that thing, put your contributions there, right? Don't sit and go through making new projects. Don't make any new features or making it fully complete deployed things. Yeah, if it is deployed, it's a good part, but don't make these as a last minute things, right? Because it might kill your um, time as well. If anything goes wrong, then it might affect your confidence. So that's one thing, because in my case, I was trying to improve last one project, but I wouldn't recommend that mistake. And talking about the by key takeaways, try to practice the OA questions. If you're focusing on Infosys, then I would highly recommend you focusing on DP graphs and other important stuffs like binary search, like them. Noticingly, they were also given us huge materials also to prepare. But if in your case also, if you find any materials, Raj, I would try to get a glance on those questions and understand the pattern itself, because we were given two questions, like two materials. One is the sample paper, and the um, huge material which contains so many questions, like thousand more than that. So try to get a look on the questions itself. Don't get hesitated. And regarding the sample questions, there were so much stuff, I was not able to do the first two questions itself. So don't get demotivated with that thing, right? And um, always try to be prepared with your behavior and communication skills. Don't wait till like if I get selected for the interview, then only I start my preparation. So don't do like that. Start your preparation of your communication skills, because these are something, if your other things are weak, these are some skills that would surely gonna support you and put you in above. And one trick I would suggest you is that, if you're going through some um, round or like interview preparation, I would suggest try to use Note LM. So this is not any sponsor, but I'm trying to say what I did is I'm given a prompt to fetch resources from YouTube as well as from internet document related to this SP roles. Then it collected almost like 40 resources around. And so what I did is I asked curated questions, like what are the DSA questions that were asked, what are the core questions that were asked, what are the interview things they were asked. So I would able to get a defined set of questions what was asked easily, without listening to a number of going through different types of resources, online things, and so on. So that was a simple thing I would suggest you during your preparation, even if you're last minute. So that's all. If you want to know at glance regarding the programs, this is what it is. So these are the job roles. You could see the things. Um, these were the different tech areas they told us they would be focusing on. And this is about the DSC role and trajectory. This is the ST role trajectory. So that's all. I think I have covered everything. But if still, if you are having any doubts, please try to comment down below. I would try to answer and help you. I will be providing my preparation things and in the description below. So that's all for now. Thank you.